What up? Happy Friday, everybody. It is that time of the year to go to the beach. I hope that you take the time out of your life in this season to go to the beach if you can, or to your nearest body of water, whether it's a lake, a pond, a river, bathtub, spa. You know, go soak in some water. I recently was about to get rid of a plant that literally had like 3 long stems that were dry, where the leaves come off and there's no leaves. There's like one big dry one. I was just about to get rid of it until one day I was like, let me just soak it in water. And now it's blossoming and giving me so much more hope in life. Because all you really need is like 2 weeks and you'll be back. You be back, girl. You be back. So happy Friday. Lucy says hi. Oh, you okay? Lucy, sit down. Sit your butt down. Sit your hiney hoo. Well, Lucy's here. Happy Friday, everybody. Thanks everyone for coming through. Put in the chat how's your week been? It's already Saturday for our VCD 456. Thanks for coming through. Where are you located as well? Everyone drop in the chat where you're located. I'm in Los Angeles right now. It's July 3rd, and this episode is sponsored by DistroKid. Head over to distrokid.com/VIP/Sarah2Ill if you have not released your music on streaming platforms yet. This is the ultimate way to get a discount and release your music on streaming platforms, to get it distributed. Here's my profile on Apple Music. Got my music, you know, combination of my own releases, combination of releases on other platforms. That's the cool thing about DistroKid. It's not like an exclusive experience. But you as an independent artist can release whatever you make anytime you want. And that's what we're gonna do. I've made 12 or 13 new beats, brand new, instead of dropping singles. What I actually did was I've got these MPCs, went through all the songs that I've been making the past year, and was like, wow, I actually have some good stuff on here. I need to go ahead and finish it. So I finished them, uploaded exported the stems from the MPC onto Ableton, mixed it on Ableton, and mastered in Ableton. And now the songs are pretty much done. The only couple of last things I need to do to get to this phase, to upload it to DistroKid, is there's like one song where I know the mix needs to be changed a little bit, so we're gonna work on that. And I honestly need to name the songs. Is the hardest part, like having a theme, having songs that fit the mood of the names that fit the mood of the song. And so if you guys have any, if you're from LA, live in LA, or have visit LA or California, drop in the comments the things you like to do. It doesn't even have to be California LA related. It could just be what you do on a nice day. Like you go get a pastry and go take a walk. That can be a nice title to a song. Or evening drive up the coast or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So drop it in the comments. There's something, you know, that you want me to put as a title of one of these beats. There's like 12 of them. So tonight I need to finalize it. And basically once I finish the mix, title it. I already have the artwork. And the artwork is basically a picture I took of a palm tree out here in LA, and it's like a Fuji vintage looking. It was just like, I'm gonna use what I have. It looks great. This is gonna be this is beautiful blue background. Let's see if I have it here. I don't know if I have it here, if I can show y'all, but let me see. Maybe I'll show you real quick. Tight. Let me see, show you the artwork. The artwork, just to kind of give you some inspiration. You don't have to always spend money on an artist or use AI. This is a picture I took on my iPhone. Let's see. With the Fuji app, the Fuji app. And I put my little logo on the bottom, and boom, cropped it. That's an album cover right there, baby. Save me about $800. No, seriously. But no, I think as an independent artist, we have so many tools that we can use. We can obviously create our own, take some photos. Sometimes you already have the artwork in your phone. You may just need to color grade it, add some textures, crop it, remove something out of it. Get creative. I'm sure you have something in your phone. Or you can just go outside, go to nature, find something. And that's what I did. So, and I'm just like, I live in LA. I need to just express how much I love LA. So this weekend I'll be listening to the beat tape, and with your help, if you have any suggestions, feel free to drop in the comments. But that's my next project that's dropping. It's gonna be called a good day in LA. A good day in LA, because it's catchy. It's kind of like today was a good day, but it's not that. It's called A Good Day in LA, the beat tape. Because I may release A Good Day in LA, the compositions, because some of the beats have original compositions in them, and I may release the compositions as their own release. Yeah, anyways. Yeah, so I'm excited that I'm trying to also figure out the dates. I mean, as soon as possible. I'm gonna release it as soon as possible. Oh yeah, one last thing I'll be doing too is, as soon as I know these titles, I'm putting all of these on CDs and selling CDs direct from my website. Like tonight. I'm just like ready. I'm ready to do this. I'm super excited I get to do this. And reason why I was late to the live stream, some cool things are happening behind the scenes. I had to like stop everything. I was just like, okay, let me finish this and then we'll be late. Even on Wednesday, was talking to my Patreons, and I was late to our meeting because I was invited to Beverly Hills High School, the Beverly Hills 90210, the place where Clueless is based off. A lot of celebrities went to this school. Angelina Jolie, Nicolas Cage, Bow Wow, The Alchemist. Yeah, this school is like, it looked like Syracuse University when I was pulling up. Security was securitying. I was like, oh sir, I'm not here to cause any issue. But nice to know that you're securing the place. Got to see their music department. They have like mixing consoles and beat machines and Macs and all these things that we've never had when we were growing up. And come to find out, they don't have that many students because the school is kind of limited to its district. Basically, they can only have students that live in that area go to that school. Back in the day, it used to be they could bus other people from other places, but now it's just like only limited to that neighborhood. So it was a very small community of children overall. But hopefully one day I'll do like be a guest teacher, a guest speaker, or something like that, helping them figure out how they can incorporate their NPCs to their lessons and such. But it was really nice to be invited, so shout outs to Alex out there at the Beverly Hills High School. But those are the things that are happening, that are showing up on top of the things that I normally are doing. Like I had that Patreon meeting, like, okay, I gotta do both. So I'm like, same thing for right now. It's just like, all right, something popped up that was super important. I was like, okay, knock this out real quick. I'll be late. I'm really a little late. So yeah, good stuff's happening. So hey baby, just chilling. So good news on my end. We'll talk about this in a second too. I just want to say hey to you guys. Got Nova Melody of Patreon in the chat. Shout out to my Patreons. We had a video chat this past Wednesday. It was really dope. Spent like 4 hours together. I'm sorry. I always be like, let's make this short, and it'd be long as hell. It's a good conversation. It's really nice to catch up with everyone. It's really nice to see where everyone's at. If you guys want a safe place or a place to talk about your goals, or you need some mentoring or a place to share your creativity, head to patreon.com/Sarah2ill. We have monthly VIP video chats every first Wednesday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. And it's a vibe. And Nova is a part of that, so thank you so much. We got Kenneth Green, Paul. Thanks for coming through. Where are y'all at? Put in the chat where y'all at, where y'all located. Even if I know where you at, drop it in the chat. Cause you may have moved, I don't know. I forget, you know what I'm saying? I am EG Beats. How you been? Where you at again? I heard it's hot. I heard it's very hot on the East Coast. Tell me how hot it is where y'all at right now. It's nice up. I ain't gonna lie. It's a vibe over here. Like I love living in LA. I can't listen. I get reminded why I love LA so much when I leave LA and be like, oh, that's why they have weather over here. Us, it's like 70, where I'm at right now, it's always like 70 degrees. You can wear whatever you want. If you want to wear a sweater, you'll be fine. If you want to wear shorts, you know, you'll be fine. Some places it's like, you ain't got no choice. So drop in the chat where you're at and how hot it is. Or how cold it is, what time it is. We got VCD 456 says it's Saturday already over there. Where are you? Where are you located? Kenneth and Cali. Yes. Thank you so much, Derek. Is it Derek? It's not hot over here, y'all. How hot is it over there? Like this heat. I heard. Okay. This my music producer weather report. Okay. Boom. There's no hurricanes in the Atlantic right now. Boom. Okay. Good news for y'all. Bad news for y'all. Heat wave because it's hot. Boom. It's hot because there's no hurricanes. Which one you want? You want heat wave or you want hurricane? Okay, thank you so much, Joel. I appreciate the feedback. I'm glad you liked the album cover. You know, I took that picture right outside. I was like, I'm gonna find me this artwork. I'm gonna find this artwork. I got a bunch of it in my phone. I'm just gonna every time I make an album, I'm gonna take a picture of something. Cause you know I like what Larry June does. Like, let's see, like for an example, he a rapper, but he gonna go outside with it. Let me see. I'm gonna show y'all. Good job, baby. Don't listen to a lot of rappers, but I appreciate him just taking regular photos and that being the cover. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But obviously he got a nice car. We getting there. When we get that Porsche, we gonna do the same thing. Obviously I can rent something, and I've done that before. I've definitely taken a photo. But you know, like this little photo up here with the bicycle and you know the bay. You just can tell he's in the bay. You know what I'm saying? Very gloomy. You know, this is me soon, very soon. Marina Del Rey in a Porsche, very, very, very soon. Okay. But I was just like, you know, since we're not doing AI, and obviously I would love to have more of a budget to pay graphic designers. But today we take photos on our phone. We use our iPhone. So, but I said at least. So I think at least one song should be called Pacific Pace. I like that. Let me write that one down. I'm gonna write your ideas down. No, I'm not giving y'all percentages for nothing. Okay, I'm just giving you. I'm just gonna say thank you if it works out. I'm gonna give you credit all day. Okay, I'm just gonna write down Pacific. You know, just have pride that you named that. You know, Pacific Pace. That's what I got. Wrote that down. Anything else? Anybody? Hey Sarah, caught you off guard. Caught me off guard. Didn't know you was gonna do a show today. Well, I do shows every first and third Friday. So here I am. It was a little late, but honestly, what is wrong? What's the matter, honey? You okay? Come on. Okay, lay down. Lay down. Girl. So yeah, go to the next song real quick. I'm just trying not to be so tied up with time. Time is an illusion. Especially being an entrepreneur, it's just like I have my own, I make my schedule, and it's really, there's a lot of flexibility, so. But I stick to the theme of the days. I still show up, even if I'm late. Lucy, stop. What is the matter, honey? What is the matter, honey? What? Let me see. This happens every time. But yeah, hit the notification bell. You know, I may surprise you. Maybe not. I'm pretty predictable when it comes to this. So yeah. Hey Jay, love you too. Jay the Stallion. Always a good conversation. Yes. And shout outs to Nova. Nova's doing some amazing things out there. So proud of you. Like keep going. Everybody is showing up and doing some amazing things in the Patreon. Everyone has their own journey and interest. What's the matter? Are you itchy? Do you need some Apriquil? Yeah, you're itchy, honey. You're my spirit husband. Can you send me some money? Honey? the Cash App is Cash App is you're my my in spirit husband. What's for dinner? I love you. We got Charlotte in the house, Houston, got VA in the house. LA, why is it giving me, anyways? Detroit, it's 90 degrees in Detroit right now. I mean, it's 90 degrees somewhere here in LA. The thing about LA, it's gonna range between 60 and like 110 degrees. I'm not kidding. I swear to God, as soon as I get in the car, I'll be fine. I don't even have no air conditioner. I have maybe the windows down a little bit. As soon as I get like 20 minutes into LA, turn the air conditioner on, blast it, put it on 4. As soon as you get to the valley, oh my God, and I be thinking like, oh, it's nice over here, so let me go to Pasadena. No. I went to Pasadena one time in the middle of the summer. Oh my God, girl, I had to leave. I was like, it feel like hell over here. It feel like the depths of hell, and the devil is breathing on my neck. Like, why is it so hot in Pasadena at 2 p.m.? Go sit down. I'm gonna put you in that room. Go sit down. Go sit down. Go sit down. Let's see. Go sit down. Lay down. She mad. I was like, to show y'all what she doing. Anyways. It's hot as ever here. It's 101. God, listen, hold on. I'm so sorry. I am really so. I hope I don't wish that upon no. Listen, I can't make this up. I can't make this up here. I'm so sorry. Hold on. This is. Let me see. Okay, hold on. Because if I. Lucy, you need to go to sleep. Go to sleep. Okay. Where I'm at, it is 70 degrees. But overall in Los Angeles is 79 degrees. Like I said, once I leave the house and I go to like the other side of town, it'll start to get hotter. It's noticeably hotter. It's like, oh, I live by the beach. So as soon as you leave the beach, it's like, oh, it's dry. So it's 79 in the main part of LA, but if I go to like, let me put Pasadena. It's 83 degrees. It's 13 whole degrees hotter right now in Pasadena. And that's like 45 to an hour away from where I'm at right now. And it's the same county. But it's not no 100 degrees. Now, if you go to the IE, if I went to like Disneyland, Anaheim, it's hold on, let me look, cause I'm about to go there soon. Let me see. I got me a fan though. My mom bought me a fan, girl. Okay, it's 82 degrees in Anaheim. Okay, so it's like Pasadena. So I'm gonna be hot. Anyways, but y'all, I hope y'all stay hydrated. I got some coconut water. Get your coconut water. Get some ice cubes. Get your little ice pack that you can keep in the freezer. Freeze it every couple hours or something like that. That's crazy. That's crazy that it's that hot out there. My mom was telling me about it. She's like, I went to the beach, and then when I came back home, it was much hotter. It's crazy. New York is 100. That's crazy. Now New York, that ain't no joke. It says it's 100, but it feel like 200. New York. I had to leave New York. I was like, please take me back to North Carolina. This is too extreme in New York. I don't know who Judas. Hold on. Who that? who that is. The songs need to be LA related. I don't know what that means. So, you know, like palm trees and blue skies. That's see, LA more. See, just you know, something basic like that. We got Paul in the chat. You know, got a few song titles for Sarah. Palm trees and blue skies. Palm trees is definitely it's got to be in there. The title's a palm tree, right? Something related to palm trees. Palm trees and blue skies. I like that. LA, what about LA? Hike? I don't know. Hike. Chasing the West Coast light. Chasing it. We don't chase anything. It comes to us. But I appreciate that one. That one's good. What about the West Coast light, where the West Coast swang, the West Coast? One of these songs probably sound a little groovy, so like the West Coast something. Come on, chat. Come on, the West Coast. West Coast. Okay. Let me do this real quick. Hold on 1 second. Damn. You know, you only got one chance. You only get one chance with me. Hold on 1 second. People, how do you deal with people? I just block them. I just be blocking people. Okay, I restored my chat. Okay, Oh, Dre, I love Pasadena as well. I took my mom there in December. That was like the perfect time to go because it was December. But I forgot to bring myself food, and all they had was like tofu. She was eating like compound chicken and shit. She was eating like, you know, we was in the botanical garden in the Chinese section. She was eating that good stuff. They had like this soggy tofu. I can never forget. I love tofu, but some restaurants don't know what to do with it. I literally went back there and like, let me show you how to do it. And they're like, we don't have any those ingredients. Anyways, that's my experience. But I love Pasadena. I've been thinking about getting a pass, like a yearly pass to that botanical garden. I really like it out there. It's beautiful. 85 is the Valley. Oh, it's 85 in the Valley. Is it 85? 85. It's not too bad, you know. You know what I'm saying? The sun is beaming down and the heat is bouncing off a view from the sidewalk. Does it smell like trash out there? Be honest. What's the smell temperature in New York? Give me an update. Did it smell better? That's one thing about my senses. I can smell everything. A Major Keys, thanks for coming through. Happy Friday. I like that. Nova, West Coast Breeze. West Coast Breeze. I like that. West Coast Vibes. I'm just writing everything down. You know, why not? You know. Okay, guess what, y'all? I signed a publishing deal. Okay, I'd love to talk a little bit in depth about what that means. And me and my Patreons talked about it this week. And they had questions. I'm like, okay, maybe people are interested and they want to understand. Of course they do. Everyone needs to understand. And I think just want to share some insight, because there's some artists that I've worked with or are in similar situations or were in similar situations, and they're trying to understand what their next steps are too. So I'm more than happy to help you guys out. So let's see. Yes, exactly. A major key. Thank you. You go ahead and delete and block people. This is what I'm gonna tell y'all. I love y'all, and I know some of y'all love me, but listen. Sometimes you just keep it cordial, keep it cool. If you got a crush on somebody, and you know they not in your they not gonna, you ain't got no chance, just keep it to yourself. Trust me, this happens to me every day. I be like, oh, but so I'm gonna keep it to myself. Put it in the music, or you're gonna get blocked. It's really that simple. Because people be acting weird. I'm like, I know you like me. Yeah, I know. I get it. I understand. I understand. Don't be weird about it though. Now, if you're a hot lady, now come express yourself. But fellas, I'm sorry. I've been in LGBTQA plus community since I was like 15, or since forever, honestly, since I can remember. It's not an overnight thing. It's not a phase. So, and if he wanted to be my husband, did he send me any money? Hold on. See, he ain't send me no money. So I'll show me the money. You know what I'm saying? Show me the money. Yeah. Anyways, he wanted to be my husband. He wanted to be my virtual husband. Like, okay, well. Send me about a snack. You can be my George Jetson. Give me that wallet. Yeah, there once we got a membership to the Garden. Man, how much is it? Is it like, it's probably like $100 and some bucks. Probably not that much. That's why. Because it's just like, if I'm going there more than once, you might as well get the membership, because that's how they get you. But then I'd be like, oh, I want a membership to Universal Studios. You know, I am literally waiting. Who else been waiting for the Fast and Furious? I've been like, y'all better hurry up. I'm sick of y'all telling us that it's going to open in the summertime. What day? Check this out. That's cute. What day? So I can come up there. I'm gonna get the VIP. I'm getting the VIP cut, everybody. That's where I want to spend my money at. Universal. I'm just waiting for them to have more rides, and cause that's my place. That's where I want to spend my membership money at. I mean, and then I want to go to the Hollywood Bowl. See, that's how I can't commit to one membership, because I'd be like, what about this one? What about the Hollywood Bowl thing? Hollywood Bowl, they have a little series where they do concerts like throughout the summer. I want to go to all of them. I'm gonna try to go to one of them this year. Again, I went to the John Williams one last year, but anyways, Dre Bone, thanks for coming through. We got someone else from Detroit. Y'all better stay cool out there. I'm grateful that I can't relate at this moment. I used to. I used to be able to relate. Yeah, today's just gonna be a little different. I basically don't need to start any new music because I need to finish what I started, but I did want to talk about this publishing deal that I recently signed and was announced, and MLC. Where is that? I took a screenshot of it. Shout out to Ludi. She sent us in a Patreon. Here it is. Digital music royalties. Hold on one second. I'm pulling up in the document. Music. Boom, boom, shakalaka laka. All right. I got it after going an extra $40, but haven't been back. Exactly. That's how they get you. Cause it's like you pay to get in, and then you go the second time. You're like, I might as well go get the pass. That's kind of how like Six Flags is. Their video, not their videos. Their day passes are so cheap that they have an annual pass that's almost the same price. You just like, you know what? Let me get the annual. Only go once. So yeah, that's why I don't get passes unless I'm intentional. Like I really do at some point want to get a universal pass and commit to parking and bringing lunch and dedicating a certain day. Even Disney, they have like a new night pass. They're trying to get residents to come at nighttime, and they have a separate price now for like nighttime. I'm like, oh, that's a vibe. Anyways, do you also play the horns in your track, Sarah? It sounds so real since you've learned to play the keys. You know, the answer is yes and no. Sometimes they're samples, so I couldn't tell you which. You have to just ask which song. If it's something that I made, it's a VST, you know, so sure. Yeah, I played those horns. Shout outs to really dope VSTs that sound, I mean, there's a lot of VSTs that are sampled. They sample actual horns, and you're just playing them as keys. So anyways, real quick, we all know about DistroKid, and that's what a lot of people know. A lot of people know that you can go onto DistroKid, upload your music, and let's see. This right here, you know, I have my DistroKid account here. Just like what we're doing right now, I'm finishing a beat tape. In fact, yeah, here's one of the songs. Once you know you're finished with the music, you upload it to DistroKid, you schedule your music, and it goes out into the streaming platforms. But there's some steps that you do need to take that aren't here on DistroKid. DistroKid is just a step. It's just one source of income from your music. One thing for sure you want to do if it's original compositions is register your music with the copyright, with the government, the Copyright Office. I think it's like copyright.org. You can either do them one at a time or in batches. For this project, I'm probably going to do them all at the same time, either this weekend or afterwards. I think it can actually be easier for me to do it afterwards and do it all in one application. The reason why you want to get it copywritten, just in case, you know, somebody want to start rapping on the beat, and you need to get it taken down, you need proof of ownership. Even though your music's already copywritten, right? So that's just one step. Or, you know, AI be AIing and you just need to proof. Hopefully they're gonna get that cleared out at some point, but just having proof, documented proof is very important to have before something happens, right? So that step is happening behind the scenes for me as well. The next thing, so there's two parts to a song, okay? One part is your master recording, okay? The other part is your composition, your lyrics, which is also considered the publishing part. So those two separate sides. You got your master recording, like the actual recording, and then you have the lyrics, the composition. So for an example, the song Happy Birthday. Let's pretend that I wrote the song. I wrote Happy Birthday to me, or Happy Birthday to you, or whatever. That's the composition. Stevie Wonder comes around and records his own version of it. That's a new recording. But I own the composition to that song. He created a new recording, which he must have licensed from me in order for me to, or get permission for him to release that recorded version. So that's just an example. And then your publishing side has two sides of that. You have your writer share, which is you, the writer, whoever writes, and then you have the publisher share, whoever publishes the music, who owns the publishing. Let's just say that whoever owns the publishing of that copyright. Okay? All right, so this is a graph one of my patrons sent to us. Boom, boom, boom. The MLC this is on the MLC's website. Is the digital music royalties flow from a digital service provider, DSP, through one or more pathways below. Okay, so essentially we have the two parts of the song that I talked to you guys about. Right here in this section is the song / musical work, or the composition, the lyrics. And then over here we have the sound recording. And also, to clarify, because I spoke with an artist last week and they didn't understand the difference between a record deal, a publishing deal, a touring gear, a touring, like when you go on tour, there's totally different deals. If you have a record deal, that doesn't mean you're going on tour. The record label doesn't handle tours. That's something like not Live Nation. There's a whole different deal, whole different contract. So the sound recording is mainly if you own your sound recording, that's the actual recording. If you have a record deal, the record label gives you a deal where they most likely will own the sound recording and give you a deal for helping you. They may give you some money in exchange for you doing the work and getting producers and hiring all these people to make music videos, and then you pay them back in exchange with streams or sales. That's on the recording side. Then there's the publishing side, where people can get a separate thing called a publishing deal. It's separate from a recording deal. So this diagram kind of just explains the two sides here. So let's first start off with the sound recording, or we'll start with the publishing part. We got the song/musical works, and number one is your public performance rights, or PRO. So right here under here, performance rights organization. In America, we have ASCAP, BMI, and CSAC. CSAC is somewhere you have to get invited. So essentially, you have two options. You can sign up anytime. ASCAP or BMI are the main options in America. In different countries, they're different. These organizations, they are the ones that collect your performance royalties for you. So when your music is played, let me see. One second. One second. Okay, so every time your music is performed on the publisher's share, on the publishing share side, and the writer side, they're going to collect money for you. So if you're a songwriter, on the song, that ASCAP or BMI collects for you. If you are a publisher who owns the publishing portion of the song, which is usually a music publisher, administrators, or it can be you as a self-administrated songwriter. Okay, boom. So you right now can sign up for either ASCAP or BMI. Sign up for both, being a songwriter and being your own publisher. So every time your song is performed, whether it's live, mainly for radios, or actually being played in like stadiums, every time it's played, these companies collect and then they pay you out mainly on a quarterly basis. So that's one source of income. And then you have number two, which is reproduction and distribution rights, mechanical royalties. So the MLC, they collect also on the publishing side. This is mainly for something called mechanical royalties. So things like YouTube, live streaming, like TikTok, Instagram, stuff like that. They also pay you, they pay the songwriter and then they pay the music publisher, or you as the self-administered songwriter. So that's two sources of income. Boom, boom, boom. On one side of your song. The other side of your song is the sound recording. Number three is reproduction and distribution rights, and share of revenue. So this is going to be your distributor and aggregators. So your distributors are going to be like DistroKid, and all the other ones that we've known. There's so many of them. You can sign up today and release your music tomorrow. They all do the same thing. They collect on the recording portion of your song. So every time you upload to DistroKid, if someone streams your music, DistroKid collects, and it pays out to either you as a self-release artist, or it goes to the record label if you have a record label deal. And then the record labels pay the artist. So fourth place to get money on the sound recording is something called digital performance rights, digital performance royalties. And this is what Sound Exchange does. Sound Exchange collects on the sound recording portion outside of DistroKid. Okay, So they collect when your music's being played on YouTube, Pandora, all the places. They pay you as an artist, or they pay the record label. And so these are 4 places that you have to register as an artist, as an independent artist, to collect money when your music's being played. So the reason why I'm going over this is because for a very long time I was working with Epidemic Sound, and I was restricted from doing some of these things. Some of these things I could do. Now that I no longer, I'm not, giving them any more music. We still obviously have a partnership in the sense that my music's still in their catalog as far as the music that that they've acquired from me. That's still available and people can still use it, which is really dope. But anything moving forward, now I have the opportunity of signing up for all these places. So now that I had that opportunity, and so can you, I was already in the process of signing up with a PRO, so I signed up with ASCAP. And I already had a list of things I needed to do, which was sign up for the rest of these places. So before I even got a chance to sign up with MLC, I was gonna sign up for SoundTrust. SoundTrust is a music publishing, an admin music publisher that collects on your behalf. So you just basically tell them the music that you've made. They then register your music on the publishing side. You still own your publishing. They basically take a percentage, usually it's probably 20%, and in exchange they go get your money for you. But I didn't have to do that because another publishing company found me. Thankfully, I'm very grateful. Boom, boom, boom. Cause I know people are gonna ask me like, how did this happen for you? They found me. I just be honest. They found me. This company called Missing Link Music, and basically they are a music publishing company that administers on the publishing side. So if I make a song, I tell them who I've made the song with. They then go register the song with the PROs, the MLCs, and they collect on behalf of me all around the world. The cool part about Missing Link compared to maybe the other places where you can just, I think you can sign up as an artist. I think you can submit. So let me see. Yeah, there's a request a free song audit. I think maybe there's a submit link somewhere. So essentially there were some other publishers that I had seen, of course, like Cosign, SoundTrust. Either one would have just been fine. It's a traditional admin deal that they pretty much offer, and that's the problem. It was just very traditional. And the cool part about when I went to 1500 Sound Academy, I learned that if I'm gonna, my goal, well, what I learned at going to 1500 Sound Academy is that there are publishing administration deals that do more than just collect money for you. Because there's 3 different types of publishing deals, essentially. There's an administration deal where a publisher will collect on behalf of you in different countries. You own the publishing, but they take a percentage because they're doing some work for you, right? Then there's co-publishing deals. Co-publishing deals typically are when the publishing company that's working on behalf of you or collecting on behalf of you, they own a percentage of your publishing. So they have more of an incentive to help you get more money. So you may actually get an advance, but you may have to get that back in streaming. Or they may have like a roster of artists to help you get more, to get that money, like to be able to, for both y'all to eat. Every deal is different. I've heard some co-publishing deals where some people are like, they're stuck to only working with whoever's on their roster, which is, to me, scary. I've heard some really bad, actually, there's some bad deals out there. I've heard some really bad deals where people are, they're on a publishing deal. Like a publishing deal is where the publisher or maybe the record label owns all the publishing. They may have gotten an advance up front, and sometimes some of the terms are, you can get out of this deal if you make 4 full songs. But then there's 17 people on each track, and they really, so if there's 17 people on a track, you only get 2% of that track. So you've only fulfilled 2% of one song, and we need like 4 full songs from you. So it's gonna take you about 17 years to fulfill this publishing. So there are different publishing deals. That's what I learned from going to 1500 Sound Academy. And I also learned that there's these admin deals where you own your publishing and the company can help you get sync licensing deals. They can get you record label placements, and that's what Missing Link does. So that's like one of the major reasons why I'm working with them. They're working with me. I think we got a great partnership because I've already been making a lot of music for placements with Epidemic Sound, with my music being in a bunch of videos. And I would definitely continuing to do that. So definitely being more intentional, doing more TV shows and movies and soundtracks and all this stuff, right? So not only that, but also Missing Link has one of the lowest percentages of what they take out from them doing the work. So not only are they helping me find more opportunities, I own my music. They're not taking a bunch of money. Like it's a nice fair deal, and not only that, like some of my peers that I look up to are on this roster. Obviously, we got Mad Keys here, so he's somebody he's one of my peers, but I definitely look up to him. And there's a lot of other people on this roster that are very, very amazing. So talking to him and some other people, asking them about their experience, and it's been nothing but good stuff. Even hearing like success stories where people had to leave because they got too big, and that's super dope. So shout out to Missing Link and my new family. I appreciate you and your support. I'm really happy to get started, and it's just the beginning. I think I will start making more, obviously I'm still making what I normally make. I'm still making my beat tapes and my instrumentals and my lo-fi and all that good stuff. But your girl is headed towards like everything that I always wanted to do, that I kind of just been practicing towards. So definitely making some K-pop, some alternative R&B, trying new stuff, new genres, and collaborating, like definitely opening myself to more collaborations and being more intentional, helping other artists out too. So yeah, just wanted to explain what the publishing deal is, or at least the different revenues of streams that artists can get. I signed up for Sound Exchange. Obviously, DistroKid's my distributor. And for the publishing part, Missing Links helping me do that, but also they bringing in some dope opportunities. So I'm very, very, very grateful for that. So yeah, and this is the roster. So it's shout outs to everybody. Yeah, I'm excited. So let me just go through the chat real quick. It just started to rain. Well, be careful out there. Hopefully it gets cooler when it rains out there. And let's see. It's raining in Detroit too. Y'all in the same place? That's how I know something's going on. Where else is it raining? Y'all in the Truman Show. Yep, practice makes perfect. Keep practicing. You know what I'm saying? I'm still working. I'm still trying to find I don't think I found my go-to horns VST yet. Obviously, there's so many. I definitely have my go-to strings. I figured that out. But what's y'all's go-to like realistic strings? I need to actually check out SoundPaint's collection. Their stuff's really good. It's really good, like, and it's really affordable too. I'm still waiting for my affiliate link so I can start talking about them, but their stuff is really good. Very informative. Thank you so much. I'm glad that I could share some knowledge with y'all. I said, so you give up the master recording while you take risk of essential 30 years, and then they may revert back to you, and then you go to paperwork recording. Exactly. So that's the cool thing about like the copyright law in America. Like I'm pretty confident all the original compositions that I've made, because even if I've sold it after like 35 years, I can go back to go get the ownership of it. I know, like, let's say like Salt and Pepper, they went to court to try to get ownership of their catalog because it's past that time, but they didn't produce the music. The producer produced and wrote the song, so they didn't win that case, the producer who made their music. So as a producer, yeah, especially so they lost that case. They tried. I get why they may be the songwriters, and this is kind of tricky with the sound recording, because if you're just an artist and you're just showing up, but you didn't pay for the studio session, you didn't pay for the microphone, you just showing up, people telling you what to do, it's really hard for you to say that you own anything. It really is. That's why I've been encouraging artists, like, buy the computer, buy your own tech, write your lyrics, learn how to do everything, because you can be hired, do a work for hire, get paid $300, and that's all you're gonna get, because you didn't pay for the studio time, you didn't buy the mic, we told you what to do. So, and you gonna come back 35 years later saying, I own this. No, you better try again. Try it again. You know what I'm saying? So I hope that Lazy Bone, I hope they do get their music back. I hope we do see a flood of artists or people that do own their music rightfully get the rights to their music. But like I stated, if you in that studio and you're not owning that stuff, Suge Knight probably own it. You know what I'm saying? Like, Eazy-E probably own it. I'm not kidding. Because it really is who owns the recording, or who actually did the recording. Because it's one thing that you gave the rights to the recording to someone else, but who actually made the recording? That's the person that can get the original composition or the original copyright back. Having a whole album called No Traffic in LA. I don't know if you know that already. But thank you. You already know. You already know. You know what I'm saying? 85, mostly sunny. You know, I like the term mostly sunny. You know, I'm gonna put that on the list. Yeah, Hit Boy had a really bad deal. And that's the thing, like, it's not his fault. He was a kid. Like, no one understands. Like, even if you get a lawyer, you just like, okay, I'm about to make these beats for Jay-Z. I'm about to sign this shit today. Like, you know, you don't have your frontal lobe developed, you know, so you made bad decisions. And I'm glad to see that he's doing his thing. He's fully independent and dropping his stuff on his. I saw his cool website. I'm definitely working on my website right now. Definitely he's an inspiration. I like what he did with his stuff. But yeah, it's time, baby. Young Buck is in that with 50 Cent. He has one album left to make, and every album has rejects it and says it's not good enough. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's correct. So you're telling me Young Buck is still in a 50 Cent G-Unit contract and he can't get let go because 50 Cent don't like the music? Oh my God. Being shelved is like, it's real. Right now, it doesn't make any sense to sign a record deal unless you really don't know anything and you don't want to do anything. You want everyone to do everything for you. Like, and you just like, I don't care. I'm just a product. Go for it. Thanks, Stray Bones. I appreciate the love. Yeah, soundtracks are definitely coming. I appreciate that. We're already manifesting. Correct, Teddy Riley and Dallas Austin also getting their masters back one by one for the last few years. That's what's up. Yeah, I've been hearing about that with JD too. That is beautiful. Listen, that reminds me. I'm gonna put it in my calendar. Trust me. I'm gonna put that calendar in. Let me check in 20 years. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let me see. You can go to your bed. There's an artist on TikTok I've seen going through that now. Yan, I think this is his name. Or he won't let him go. That's sad. That's crazy. What's up, TLR Sounds? Thanks for coming through. Let me see. What's this? Oops. All right, so just to be fully transparent, I don't want to fully start something new because I'm finishing something. So I might as well do it with you. We might as well do it together, right? So this song that I was making, just little small stuff I know. Like the volume from one bar to the next was too low. Add a little reverb. All right, so hopefully that'll do it. So basically, I'm gonna show y'all how I master tracks. Somebody on Instagram had asked me my process, and basically, I make a beat either on the MPC or on Ableton. If it's on the MPC, I export the stems onto Ableton and I mix it in Ableton. And then mixing for me is just making sure the volume sounds good. I can hear everything, add some effects, remove, add stuff, little sprinkles here and there. I don't put anything on the master track when I'm mixing, because I then export the song just like what I'm doing now. I'm exporting the track and then I create a new project that's going to be the title of the beat tape. It's going to actually have all of the songs on this one project. So I'm loading it up right now, so I'll show you in a second. But this allows me to seamlessly have one song play from the next without it being some awkward 3-second pause. It's like it literally, like, it's one continuous beat. You know, one continuous loop for 30 minutes. Instead of having like this weird pause. And on the master chain, that's where I master the song. This allows each song to sound good together, so nothing's too loud or too not too loud, going from one song to the next. So here we are. We have this project in Ableton that I've created. It's each track represents each song, and then I basically put markers in front of the beginning. But like if I go from this song here, it'll easily go to the next song. So. And I like that. That's what I like. Cool. So I just take my time to kind of literally space out how I want it to play after the song. So I just put a track where I want it to be. Lucy. I'd be like, who you barking at? Is it a ghost in here? Is it a ghost in here, girl? Down here, my main track is no longer called Master. Shouts to Apple, not Apple, but Ableton. So, I just got my Pro Q, EQ, my SSL bus compressor, my standard clip, and then my limiter, my Pro L from Fat Filter. Without it, so let's hear it. What's without it? What's with it? It's a slight difference. It shouldn't be too much of a big difference. But yeah, all I'm doing right now, I'm taking that song that I just had to just change a little subtle thing in. I'm taking it, putting it in this master what's it called? Boom, boom, boom. Okay, hold on one second. Did I export it? I didn't even export it. Did I? I didn't even export it. Nah, I didn't even export it. Did I? I gotta make sure I export it first. Let me go back. Let me hit save though. Give me 1 second. But yeah, that's just my process. And afterwards, I just I'll highlight only where the song lives and export the song exactly where the markers are, one song at a time, and then upload it to DistroKid. And when the song plays on Apple Music, they all play exactly how it sounds on Ableton, with no skips, with no weird awkward pauses. If you've heard Beyonce's Renaissance, where it's just like, when does this song go to the next song? It's just like one seamless experience. This is how they're doing it. They're not making one song and exporting it and then uploading it to their distributor. They're putting it all in one track and then exporting one thing at a time inside this one track. Hopefully that makes sense. But that's what I'm doing. That's part of the ending process of finishing a beat tape. It's one thing to make singles, but a beat tape should be one continuous experience, right? All right, okay, this will take forever. What's up, Bobcat the Legend? Happy Friday to you. Always wondered how you Alchemists and others did that, especially on streaming days. The transitions are smooth when changing the tracks. That's how I do it. I have no idea how the Alchemist does it, but I feel like we probably are all doing it this way. I think this is what I learned at 1500 Sound Academy. It's just like, it was crazy. I was in the process of making Microwave Beats Volume 1, and I was just like, okay, I want all my tracks to seamlessly flow from one thing to the next. Similar to like Donuts with J Dilla, because it's just a continuous beat tape. There's really no like pause in Donuts. And I was like, how do I get that smooth? Because it's just this awkward pause if you just if you export one song at a time and master one song at a time. Honestly, that's kind of how Epidemic Sound was doing all of my projects, and I was just kind of annoyed because it's just like, can we do it the way where it seems like one seamless thing? So as an independent artist, I get the opportunity of mastering my own projects where it's like the album tells a story. You can actually listen to it. Like, for an example, before I export each individual songs, I will listen to the whole, I will export the whole master beat tape as one track. Like, so it's a 30-minute track of all the songs. So when I go and listen to it, I'm making sure that each song that plays from one to the next, one's not louder than the next, right? So that's what I've been doing all week, is just listening to the whole beat tape over and over and over again. So yeah, that's what's so exciting about beat tape. So I'm excited. It's been sounding super good, and then it's just crazy when it's done. I'm like, oh no, the beat tape's over. It's like, I want to listen to it again. So I'm really happy. I'm excited to share with you guys. It's just honestly like cute little beats that I made on the MPC. I have some more, like, there's things that I want to do that are more advanced, but I definitely wanted to get these get out the way. So exactly. That's why I also want the titles to kind of give you an itinerary of what to do in LA, because it is summertime. It's a vibe. It might as well have the songs be a theme and have like a cohesive thing. Some of them may not make sense to the title, because I definitely need to title one that has nothing to do with LA. But maybe, I don't know, maybe I gotta think about it. I will sit down today and listen to the beat tape again, because what I'm doing right now, I had to export that song again. Or I never even exported it, so I'm exporting it now. taking that song and then putting it into my master beat tape project. I'll export the whole thing, and then I'll also do individual songs. I think I'm done. I'm pretty sure I'm done. I've been listening to it, but then also every time I listen to it, there's something that's wrong. I'm like, oh, why is this pan to the left? So it's always good to do a sound test. Take your time. Mercury's in retrograde, so things are gonna take a little longer. It's not gonna stop me from releasing stuff, but it's gonna definitely take our time. So, and I've also been taking my time documenting every single track, stemming out every single track, getting ready for me to upload the music to Disco. So we talked about the steps of like releasing music, right? We know DistroKid, now you know publishing. We talked about copyrights, like register for copyrights. There's other steps. I know. I made a whole Notion template for me, so it's a little checklist. But one day, hopefully, I could get it out for you guys to use. But in the meantime, the other things you can do, and because obviously we got DistroKid for distributing for streaming platforms, but you can release your own music on your website, Patreon, Bandcamp, SoundCloud. These things are outside of DistroKid. Okay, you need a checklist for those things. And then, if you're into sync licensing, there's this website called disco.ac. Disco is basically where you're curating your own playlist of music that's either unreleased or music that's ready for sync licensing. So if you meet a music supervisor or you get a sync licensing brief and they need some pop songs, you already have these songs in a playlist, and the stems are there too. They're organized, they're put in categories, they're labeled properly, the BPM, the writer splits, all that stuff has got to be in Disco. So that's a step that I've been making sure that I've been taking when I make music. I don't want to wait until someone's like, hey, I need some music, and then I'm like, oh no, I need to go get the stems and let me find the file, and no, doing all that work right now. So there is a lot of work to do when we make music, y'all. DistroKid is just one step, but it is our responsibility to find the other steps, because there's money out there for us, and but also there's opportunities. I hear a lot of people just releasing their music on streaming platforms, which is fine. But there's record label placements. There's labels that need our music. There's actual sync licensing, video games, TV shows, commercials that need our music. Actually right now, July is Christmas season. I'm gonna go ahead and cook up a Christmas song probably this week. Let me write that down. Every year, Christmas, what? Definitely got something recently about Christmas song. I'm probably gonna receive some more. So the teacher from Beverly Hills High School, he was like, I listen to your Christmas song all the time. I just like, it's called Christmas, Everyday Christmas. So, you know. All right, so I got my beat tape here, A Good Day in LA. Everything's organized. The first track is the track that I need to change real quick. Let's see. This should be it. So I'm just coming and replace this. look at our master chain real quick.
Lucy, what's the matter? You messing up my life. You're messing up my life. Okay. Okay, whatever. That'll do. All right, so what I like to do a little card test or something, you know what I'm saying? Literally, I highlight all of these
so I can export it as one full song, so I can listen to it as a beat tape, as if I'm listening to it on Apple Music or something like that. And then I'll highlight the individual sections of the songs down here one at a time and export them one at a time. Yeah. So we'll do that. We'll do that. But I definitely want to probably listen to it before I do all the individual songs. There's what I think. Let me count one more time. Let me count, and also let me change the name of the project. It's called A Good Day in LA, the beat tape. I think this is probably the 7th one I did. Wait a minute. Okay, cool. All right, so that's gonna take some time. All right, that's a little behind the scenes of mastering. Honestly, to be quite honest, what I do, or what I actually did, when I went to 1500 Sound Academy, I sat down with my teacher. We went over each plugin. He helped me make sure everything was correct in his eyes, I guess. And then I saved that joint as an effects rack. So every time I want to master something, I just pull that up and I'll maybe adjust a couple of things, tweak some things, but that'll do. But yeah, so this weekend I'm going to listen to that probably after this, write down the names, go over what everyone sent me, title them, and then export them individually. I don't want to, spend too much time doing the same thing over and over and over again. You know how that goes. We don't want to rush anything, but that's pretty much the process of finishing a beat tape. So like I stated, titling the song, we got the artwork. We want to register the music, so I'm going to register them all at the same time. I got word that it's probably best to do it right after it's released, cost purposes, because I think you can do 10 at a time before their release, and each application is 10 songs per application. I think there's 11 or 12 songs, so then and then there's already one song that's already released, so that's 3 applications if I do it if they're unreleased. But if I do it if they're released, I can do it as one composition. So I may have to just schedule that once I schedule out the project. So just giving y'all a little behind the scenes of what it's like being an independent artist, and then when I have it, I'll put it in DistroKid, I'll schedule a date, I'll tell my publishers, I made this project, I'll let them know if there was anybody on it. They'll register it for me in the publishing sector. I'm still waiting for my SoundExchange account, so that'll be here within the next month. That takes some time. But once that's settled, I'll not only register this project, but all my other projects that I own. Put the project in disco for sync licensing, because all these songs are original compositions. All of them are sync ready. If anybody wanted to place them in, and also I'm making a website so I have direct connection with whoever wants access. And then I need to figure out how I'm gonna market this. I have some options. The traditional stuff I normally do, but I am stepping it up. So definitely getting into more of the DaVinci Resolve world. I even found a nice sound studio out here. I mean, it's real nice. I got video footage of me in the last month of things that I haven't shown y'all, and it's crazy. Like I'm living my dream right now. Like I'm stepping onto TV sets, movie sets, and I could have it if I want it. I just need to just pull up, and have some money too. But I now have access to a really cool studio out here. That, I mean, like, not just, I'm talking about like 106 and Park level. Like, I'm like looking at it like, oh my God, we can have a TV show. So, anyways. Oh yes. Are your sound packs free in case I want to submit to the beat challenge? They are not free. That's what limits 1 million people from signing up. And thank you for reminding me. There is a beat making competition going on right now. If you go to noquantize.com, because this is the thing, a lot of people have already purchased the sample pack. This is just my way of supporting those that have supported me already. If you don't want to sign up, totally understand. It's not for everybody. But I'm gonna start doing this pretty much every time I come out with some type of like sample pack, like a beat making contest where we can collaborate. But it's only for the people that have actually gotten the sounds to do the challenge. So if you go to noquantize.com, let's see. Grab the Chill Cafe chords or even the bundle. Hold on, can't see it. Go to noquantize.com, go to grab the Chill Cafe chords, MIDI version, MPC version, Ableton version, or bundle. And this automatically comes with over 700 files, MIDI and audio, chord progressions, one-shots. These are gonna help build the foundation of any song that you make. I just made a challenge where if you've already purchased this pack or you intend to purchase the pack, I'm giving away an MPC Key 37 Generation 1, as well as the opportunity to collaborate with me. So I know for a fact that you guys be making some heat, and some of y'all be sleeping on y'all heat. So I know there's one person in there that's probably purchased this pack, and that can throw together a chord progression and add something to it and blow my mind. And I have way too many MPCs. I have a good problem, right? So want to definitely get this MPC out the door, and because I already have another MPC Key 37, right? So but not only that, like, why not, if there's some potential, we can finish the track, release it, and have some cool collaboration. So if I left this open to, girl, let me tell you something. If I gave y'all one free sample to flip, you know how many beats we would be sitting there listening? This has happened before, where I had a beat competition and I could not listen to everyone's music. So if there's only one person that submits their song, you're gonna get the MPC, and that's really what's happening right now. If that's the case, that's fine. That one person is gonna get the MPC. Dre Bones, I know you submitted the song. I haven't listened to it yet, but the competition ends. The submission date is August 7th, so I'm giving y'all some time to have some fun, to cook up. I don't want to rush you. I know some competitions be like, you got 1 day, you got 1 week. No, there's no genre limitations. If you've already cooked something up with the pack, drop it in the contest. Could be high, I could finish it, and we could, we could collab, and then you get an MPC. You know what I'm saying? So So shout out to everyone that has purchased not the masterclass, but that too, but the sample pack. And like I said, this is my first time. I've seen Eldre do this before as well, and I know everyone's competition is different, but for me, I don't want to be oversaturated with a bunch of submissions at all. This is for the people that have already supported, and they've already put some coins, and they're doing it for themselves too, but there just happens to be a giveaway / contest. So you might as well submit, and hopefully encourage you to use the pack, because I definitely purchase packs and don't use them. But just, if I purchase a sample pack, and then like a couple of weeks later I get an email saying like, hey, by the way, you could win something if you just submit your beat, I'm gonna use the pack now. So hopefully encourage you to use it, and I really am curious to hear what you guys make. And then maybe there's more than one collaboration, because I have my own record label. And my own publisher. Although I have a publishing company administrating for me, I still am my own publisher, because I own my own publishing. We do whatever we want, honey. So if there's 15 dope songs, we got a compilation album, baby. All right, so let me see. Okay, and then do you export them selecting? Yes. So let me show you exactly. So thanks for asking. So I can show you and finish the process real quick. So basically, now I've exported. I'll give you guys an example. Let's see. I just exported this. It's a 30-minute track. It's all the songs in one track. So when I'm done with this live stream, I'm gonna put it on Bluetooth in my headphones. I got my you gotta have these, y'all. Your earbuds. Get your earbuds, go get in the car. I may drive to Malibu. I may go get a slice of pizza somewhere. I don't know, but I need to actually do some due diligence. Sit with the music before I put it out on streaming platforms. It ain't nothing like releasing something and then it come out and sound like crap. You're like, oh my gosh, I didn't hear that the first time. Now this tape ain't perfect. Now it definitely got some stuff in it. It definitely got some clipping, and I'm like, I try to revive it. I tried. You know, I tried to use D-Clipper. It didn't work. I tried to get anyways. So I've exported the whole thing so I can listen to it now. Once I feel satisfied through the whole thing, like I've listened to it like 12 times this weekend, like on my speakers, my headphones, the AirPods, or whatever. Those aren't AirPods. Those are earpods. You know what I'm saying? Once I'm satisfied, like, girl, the people need to hear this. That's when we do this next step, which is pretty much the last step. So I come here, boom. I kind of get deep down and surgical with it. I get in there, boom. I get down to the booty, right? And I take my cursor and I only highlight the section of the song. And then I go hit export, boom, export, boom, export. And it exports the song, right? And as you can see, it exports it exactly where the song starts to the next song. So then, and you see, I gotta be real surgical with it. You see there's this gap down here. That's unacceptable. I really have to like get really close to this line. And like make sure I'm highlighting the entire. And then it's kind of hard sometimes. So you definitely want to like, I feel like there's a command for me to, let me see, what is it? Not that one. There we go. I think it's like holding down the command button. Boom. But yeah, it's, you really, really want to get like the actual project. I actually probably need to get this out of the way too. But wherever that indicator is, damn, I gotta find the book of the key commands. There it is. It's actually the option button. I think it's the option. Yeah, hold the option button down, and then I can highlight this area, hit export, and then export that song, come down to the next locator. Damn it. Maybe it's, okay, there we go, boom. I highlight the next song down here at the bottom. As you can see, this is song number 2. Obviously up here at the top, the indicators don't have the right names to the song. I have to also name the song. So y'all gave me some ideas. Keep giving me ideas. Keep me a good day in LA. Where are some cool things you like to do in LA? Drop it in the comments. But once I do name the title, I'll come to the indicators, name it track 1, Griffith Park. I don't know. So I know I'm only highlighting this track, and then I just go to the next one, do the same thing. But you want to make sure that it is on the, where that line is. Like, yeah, I have to, oh man. If I do that, I hope, oh man. There's some key command that I have to look up about this thing. It's not like we're mastering tracks every day, but there's some, maybe, there we go. I think it's my issue is just I can't scroll over when I do this. Someone help. Someone ask ChatGPT. Okay. Boom. Okay, I hold the command. Boom, there we go, boom. You want to get right in between the lines, and then hit export. This assures that each song is smooth between each song. That's it. So hopefully that answers your question. So, whew. That's what I'm not gonna do that right now because I'm gonna name the tracks. I'm gonna listen to the mastered full project, make sure it sounds great. If not, I write down little notes in my notepad, like it's okay, track number 16. Oh, there was one track that had some clipping in it. Hold on. Hold on. Because if it's noticeable to me now, I might as well fix it, because if I notice it later, I'm gonna be pissed off. Like, you didn't notice this? 1 second. It was after 25 minutes. Okay, let's actually listen real quick. Like, let's. Okay. I have to do this song again. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm just going back to that song. Jesus, take the wheel, Jesus! And Jesus be like, stop asking for me. Y'all keep asking for me. Kirk State YouTuber put me on Audacity. It's free download for those who can't afford mastering tools. It's okay. It gets the job done for beginners, but it's hard matching the volume of each song. Yeah. What is that you're using a master with? So the plugins are, I really should change it, but it's Pro Q, which is my EQ, and SSL bus compressor. What's it called? Standard clipper, and then a limiter from Fat Filter. That's my chain. And like I stated, I had made one project and and then saved. In Ableton, you can kind of go down to the effects chain and save it and add it to any other projects later on. And that's what I do. It's like if I do something once, I might as well save it for later, so I'm not recreating the wheel. So this has been my master chain since Microwave Beats Volume 1. I even have a master chain for vinyl. So like I went through that process of mastering my own vinyl. I might as well save the effects rack, so when I do make vinyl again, I could just pull that up and it's great. So, what's up, Sarah? Wishing you all the good vibes. Keep creating and making dope music. Thank you so much to Flute Wizard. Thanks for coming through. What bass are you using? I haven't found a good bass yet. The bass like from this song right here, let's see. All these tracks that most of them I made on the MPC, right? The bass that I'm actually using, I really only use two different basses. I use this Moog Sub-Fatty or the Rickenbacker bass. And because the Rickenbacker bass is a contact instrument, I can't pull it up on the MPC yet. Hopefully one day they'll have that. What I actually did, if you haven't done this already, if you have an MPC and you want this bass sound, the bass sound actually lives in the Chill Cafe Drums sample pack. It is a key group. I created it because I wanted my bass sound on the MPC and it exists. And I think most of these songs are that. It's like they're the Chill Cafe bass that I created. So if you're using an MPC, you want that solid bass tone, grab the Chill Cafe drums and watch the installation video on how to install it, how to install the key group, so you know where to access it. But yeah, that's mainly how my bass sounds, are either the Sub-Fatty or the Rickenbacker. So let's see. Yeah, some clipping there. So let's see if I can pull up, because I'm not doing surgery tonight. So we're going to do the clip. This is not what I want. Not clip, click. You got too many plugins. Good, Nova. I'm excited to hear your track. I'm excited to hear everybody's track. Thank you so much for submitting. So yeah, we're gonna have the submissions for the NPC giveaway / beat making competition, and the submission date is August 7th. You have a little over a month, and I know a lot of people procrastinate, but also don't. I don't want to hear it. Did you pick someone? Oh, I forgot to submit. I gave y'all plenty of time. And I understand that time is probably not even good for you. I probably should have said, oh, it's due tomorrow. And then y'all would have, you know what I'm saying? So, but no, I'm glad to give y'all some time. Take your time. At least if, you know, me and Nova, we've talked about time management. If you can plan ahead, you're not rushing, right? So if you set aside a weekend to focus on this beat, and then come back to it the next week and then submit it, you have plenty of time, you know, because you only have one submission per person. So if you make something doper towards the last week, you're going to need to delete that submission and post it again. So either way, take your time, but don't forget. And I'll make sure I remind y'all and shit. So let's hear this. It's still clippy. I wonder if that's just the vinyl simulation on it. Okay, that sounds better. It does sound better. Turn this down 1 dB. All right, so let's hear it. Woo! Little small mixing stuff. That's what you gotta do. If I hear it later on, if I hear it now, then I don't wanna, I'm gonna hear it for the rest of my life. Like, you know, you should have fixed that. I know. Let's see, who are you barking at? She, oh no. I don't know, girl. No, girl. Working on it now, actually. Let's go. I love to hear it and see it. We love to hear it and see. I'm excited. Hopefully it's gotten y'all excited to just make something new. You know what I'm saying? So, did I already do this? Okay, cool. 17. Boom. We're getting work done. We're getting it done. We're making intellectual property. And the coolest part is that everyone that's making a song is making new intellectual property. You're making something that you can release and you should. Now, you're making new music. And you never know who's watching y'all. When I tell y'all, listen. I don't know who watching this, but somebody watching this right now. Hey, how you doing? I love you. You never know who's watching. And it's getting to the point where I'm just like, oh, people are actually watching this. So come with the heat, the fire. You never know. Especially if we do a collaboration and gets heard and it's there forever. Show me what you got. Pull up and show me what you got. I know a lot of people are like, can I get a free sample? No, you can't. There's a barrier to entry. If you don't want this NPC, don't even look over here. But but show me what you got if you did, cause I want to hear it. I want you to, you gotta smack me in the face. It can be chill, it can be whatever you want. Just express yourself. All right, so now that I think that's the last song for me to mix. So I'm gonna go back to the main master thing and redo the whole thing and export it. I have to input this one song, but I think that resolves the clipping, that track was kind of a little bit louder than it needed to be too. So let's go to it. Let's see. Okay, let's see. October, and this. Wow. We're doing vibes over here. You just throwing your breath in my face. Smell my breath, Mom. Smell my breath. Damn it. I'm gonna have to go back and turn the bass down. I'm gonna have to go back and turn that bass down. This is what we do. Little detail is, cause I'm gonna hear it later on, but like, the bass is too loud. Yeah, I need to bring it down like 2 dBs. 2 dBs. Be honest with yourself. You know what I'm saying? I need my sound quality to sound like yours. I'm not there yet. I'm already, but all right. You're doing fine. Honestly, I ain't doing nothing different than most people. I got a VST, some EQ, a compressor. I use the same stuff every time. Nothing special. Just Audacity, You have Audacity, the program. I have the Audacity to do shit. Like, I'm just gonna do it. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it. I got the Audacity. Oh, thank you, Mr. T445. Just heard your music on Instagram for the first time, and it's amazing. Thank you so much. Oh my God. Thank you for making my day. I appreciate that. I'll keep going now that I know that you've heard my music. Thank you. So I sat with majority of my music for a month unless someone pushes me to drop it now just to see if my vibes change. Meanwhile, I'm always creating something and start it all over again. well, whatever works for you, you know. If I had waited for someone to tell me to do something, it would never be done. I'd just be doing stuff. Like I said, the audacity. Nobu. I've actually never been to Nobu. I low-key don't want to name anything that's copywritten, like I low-key want to call some of these titles landmarks and restaurants and stuff like that, but then it can get weird with the title. I don't want to name something. I don't even eat at Nobu, right? I'm a vegan. They may have like 1 or 2 vegan dishes, but it's mainly for seafood, right? And you know, I don't want no problems. Like, I mean, obviously Erewhon is like a thing out here, but I don't know if I can or want to name a track Erewhon. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, naming the track is just the hardest part. It is the hardest part, but I make it. It's the thing about being a music producer. It's just about making decisions. That's all it is. And honestly, it doesn't matter what the title is. It doesn't matter. It does, but it doesn't. I think if I'm making an album, it should make sense. There should be a theme. It should be thought out. Random titles, they're cool, but I do like being intentional. Even if the beats are like a good day in LA beat number 1, a good day in LA beat number 2, a good day in LA number 3. That's cool. I may do that because it's getting to that point where I'm just like, it really don't matter, but it does, because if you are in sync licensing, or if you want to get your music placed, your music should be a certain mood, and the title should reflect that mood. So that's why there could be a song on the beat tape that gives you that feeling of a late night drive in LA. So that's what I'm gonna title that song, right? I'll just write it down right now, actually. Late night drive in LA, or just late night drive on the 405, on the late night drive. I don't know, something that's LA, but not, you know what I'm saying? Let me turn this bass down 2 dBs. Turn this down a little bit. Okay, it's not clipping, it's not in the red. We should be good. So we're gonna save this, export this. Don't forget to collect all and save, honey. I had to go through each track because if they're coming from the MPC, girl, you don't want to take the SD out. You ain't got no samples in your track. Girl, what is wrong? What's the matter? What's the matter? Tell me in English. What's the matter? What's the matter, honey? What's the matter? Ouch. Ouch. Ouch, Lucy. What's the matter, honey? What's going on now? What's going on, puppy? Oh, you okay, honey? I can hear you down there. You're breathing hard. 1 second. Come over here. Come over here. Come here. Ouch. Ouch. There you go. Are you okay, girl? What's the matter, Boo-Coos? Yeah. Okay, hold on. Let me show y'all what I'm doing. I'm exporting this song for like the third or fourth time, but that's okay. You know, we want to make sure we ain't got to go back to DistroKid and re-upload it later on. You know, like, oh, I need to That's definitely happened to me before. I'm like, oh no, too loud. Midnight in Malibu. Midnight in Malibu. Midnight in Malibu. I like that. It's got a string to it, a ring to it. A slang to it. Midnight in Malibu. Midnight Riders. That sounds like a corn thing. That's like something in the valley. We got Australia in the house. Thank you so much for the love. Lucy, get up. You wanted to come over here and you want to bark and then you want to. Like, I'm going to get comfortable. So I'm going to come over here. Thank you so much, Logic77. The beats are they're pretty good. You know, they're these like. Most of them are from the NPC. Some of them are from like the expansion packs, just like me messing around, and like they're solid. You know what I'm saying? They're solid. They're solid, girl. Let's see. Let's make sure. That's better. Oh, that's so much better. So relieving. Let's be done with this. It's like it is a marathon. It is easier to do singles because you're doing one thing at a time, but an album it is some work. But once you doing that, the work, it's so rewarding to have all these songs playing back to back to back. I do get frustrated when I make a song or release a single and it's like, oh, that's it. I need more. I need more deliciousness. Why isn't there 10 other ones of these? And I say that to myself. And I kind of feel like I shouldn't be just releasing singles. I should be releasing beat tapes every time I release something. But it is work. It is a lot of work. And for some reason, singles sometimes do better than whole projects. I don't know. Who knows the theory? Who knows? But I think most people love listening to a collection of music, of instrumentals, and not just one or two at a time. So this is where this is a nice, good spot to be. So let's see if this actually sounds good now, and hopefully we can be done. Let's see the transition. Nice. Let's try it one more time. That'll do it. Hit save and export this as a full project. Listen to it tonight. You know, enjoy my this is my Juneteenth part 2. I'm not even gonna say the other holiday's name. I'm just gonna say thank you, America, for the fireworks. I know they're about 2 weeks behind. Understood. You're on CP time, but this is Juneteenth Part 2 this weekend. All right, happy Juneteenth Part 2. So that's what we're doing this weekend, Juneteenth Part 2. So as I'm celebrating Juneteenth Part 2, I'm listening to this new beat tape. I'm gonna be looking over the list of cool names y'all giving me, names that I have written down. I'm gonna sit with each song, ask myself, what does this feel like? Where is this at? What am I eating? What does it taste like? Does it taste like In-N-Out? I'm not gonna call it In-N-Out. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. But what's the vibe, right? So be doing that on Juneteenth Part 2 this weekend. Boom. Naming the tracks, then coming back and doing what I showed y'all, going to each individual track and exporting them. Putting it through DistroKid, scheduling it out. I wish I could just release. Honestly, I'm going to schedule it out. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm scheduling it out to give DistroKid and streaming service enough time to get their joint together. In between that time, I will be making CDs and selling them immediately. I will be selling this on my website immediately. No waiting. It's available. As soon as this, so hopefully first thing Monday, this will be available. But also maybe give myself some time to get some promotions and stuff. Get some assets, verticals, maybe some like beat making videos. You know what I'm saying? But that's the process. That's what we're doing. And I told y'all the stuff: copywriting, telling publisher, registering. It's worth knowing and doing, so you can just create more and more, and then also receive them checks. And then also have music available for sync licensing for other people to use. Even like if somebody wanted to remix it, where if Drake wants to steal it, I own it, we can negotiate. You know what I'm saying? So you want to be ready. We don't want to see you on TikTok crying, oh my God, someone stole my... This is good news. You own it. Hit them up with the lawyer, with your paperwork. Get the percentages. Get the percentages presenting. You know what I'm saying? Hey Sarah, real talk. You think MPC keep 37G2 worth if you already have your own MPC sample? Yes, I think it's worth it. I think the MPC sample is limited. But you can transfer what you start on the MPC sample and then put it on any other standalone MPC and vice versa. So, but obviously it's limited to, you only have one track on the sample. So, yeah, I think it's a nice combination. It would make sense to do that versus going out of the ecosystem. Yes, my mastering tools are in Ableton. Yes, these plugins are not exclusive to Ableton, no. They're third-party plugins, FabFilter for the EQ and the limiter, Soft Clipper. It's called Standard Soft Clipper, I believe. It's a website that just sells the Soft Clipper. That gives us that like FL Studios effect where everything sounds louder but not clipping. And then the SSL bus compressor. You can get that directly from the SSL website or Waves. There's a bunch of companies that make their own version of that. It's just a compressor that does, it's like the hardware on the consoles. Pretty smooth. I like it, or the reason why I've been told to use it, you can compress a certain frequency and not affect a certain part. So, yeah. Nina's Chicken Cabinet and recorded it. What is that? Is that a restaurant? As a musical artist, how long did it take you to learn? I'm still learning my whole life. I've been making music my whole life. Still learning to this day. Been always making music. Was in school. I was in church. That right there, I have to say, is a secret weapon. It's a secret sauce, secret weapon. If you grew up in church and you made music in church, you can't get that in school. Honestly, that's kind of like a recommendation for me. If you a singer, I need to know did you go to school for singing, or did you go to church, or did you just start last week? Because I don't want you if you just started last week. I need you. I've been in choir since I was 5 years. Yes. Come here. That's the secret sauce. But then this is the thing. When you're in church, it's not formal. It kind of feels like a job because you're there because adults want you to be there. And when I had an interview with Take Me Out, she interviewed me about like my past, and she never knew these things about me. I explained to her like I've been making music my whole life, and honestly, it wasn't like it was low key, like it was mandatory. Like it wasn't like it was a choice. It was like I was surrounded by people in church, and I was dropped off to these people, and they had their own band, their own gospel band, which would record and do tours, and I was playing the bass, and I didn't know what I was doing, but I was playing the bass. So that's what you do in church. You don't know what you're doing. You just go up there and start. You're gonna figure out. The Lord is gonna find you through that bass. So yeah, but also I didn't take classes until later on. So it's just like, I think that's probably where I get all this audacity. It's just, I've been playing instruments before I knew how to do it. They just threw you on stage and be like, you gonna figure it out, girl. I sure did. Yeah, I think everyone knows when they know they're gonna do music because they've been doing it their entire life. They've been interested in it. They've been messing around. They've been in classes. They mess around with the flute or mess around with the drums. I grew up with a piano in my house, like an actual upright piano. Not realizing that that's not normal. Most people don't have like a piano in their front room. At least growing up, I felt like most people's grandmas had a piano. And I recently realized, okay, most people didn't grow up with a piano in their house. I'm very fortunate to grow up with a piano in my house. So it's just been a whole thing my whole life. So it's no surprise here. Punch a down. Thank you so much for coming through. Got Australia in the house. Well, these tracks need to kind of like be a theme for LA. So, Seamless Love, Up and Away, Midnight Riders, Midnight in Malibu. That's gonna probably make the cut, right? Clear Skies, 405. 405 that's just like PTSD. That's like just calling something PTSD. 405 is something I don't want to really talk about. 405. Maybe not writing the D. That would be inappropriate. But in LA, we know what that means. It's the train, the real train, the train underground. But if I called it Writing the D and someone didn't live in LA and they didn't know what Writing the D meant, they're gonna think that That is Midnight Riders. So I appreciate y'all. Coastline Cadence. Okay. Nah, we're not doing that because we're not gonna do abbreviations. We want to make sure the music's findable. The clips, they're in their own realm. They're rapping, but we want to be able to make music that people are actually like. For an example, let's say someone lives in LA and they're going on a hike and they search hiking in LA. I want my song to pop up. So you know how many people be hiking in LA every weekend? Let me write that down. Hiking in LA. Something with hiking in LA. Something, I gotta put the activity. Hiking in Runyon or something. You know, like, cause you know how many people go to Runyon? That's what I'm saying. You don't want to have it called WWJT. A lot of people don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? So we want to be intentional and like Wilshire Weekend or Sunset and Melrose or something like that. I'll write that down. Or just calling it Melrose. That's nice. Melrose, Sunset and Vine or something like that. Maybe late nights on Sunset. I like La Cienega. How you say it? La Cienega. Hold on, let me write that shit down. Oops. La Cienega. All I know is Proud Family. La Cienega. How you spell that? Runyon Canyon Height. That's a good one. Let me put it. Runyon Canyon Height. Venice Boardwalk. I think I actually have a song called Venice Boardwalk. I kind of already did some like Santa Monica theme stuff, but I can still do it. I can have two songs with the same title. I don't care. But maybe Venice Canal, since the canal is its own thing. Maybe Santa Monica, maybe a different boardwalk. I don't know. What did I call? I called something Santa Monica. Let me look it up. Let me look up what I did, because that has happened before. I'll be naming stuff that I've already named before and be like, oh, I've already had this baby. Just imagine having a baby and calling that a new baby the same baby that you already had. Oh, I already had a baby named Charles. You're Charles number 2. So I did something called Pacific Coast Highway. Okay, Santa Monica Pier, and then Venice Beach Sunset was the name. So Santa Monica Boardwalk. That's it. That'll do. Santa Monica. Unless, what else is Santa Monica known for? 3rd Street, that sad ass Promenade. or maybe a Santa Monica Ferris wheel, or Venice Canal, Midnight in Malibu. I'll just call PCH. We're getting somewhere. I appreciate y'all helping me out. So, how many songs are on the beat tape, and have you released a 30-day beat challenge with 30 beats? I have. That's what Microwave Beats was. Never do that again. Hell on earth. Worst decision ever. You're welcome. You got 26 beats. We'll never do that shit again. Never again. This is the most. I think there's probably 11 or 12. And if anything, I want to keep it down to 10. I think I just had extra. And I just want to get them. I really want to start fresh. I want to get these out the way. I'm done. Like, these are mainly beats that were on my MPC. I'm like, okay, I need to finish these. These are copyrights. And then I had some things that were gonna be on its own EP, but I'm just like, let's just start fresh, completely. I want to make new compositions, new samples from scratch. Lucy, what is the matter? What's the matter? You're not doing anything, laying there growling. I'm protecting you. So yeah, I think I'm in between probably getting back to doing, it depends, I don't know. I'm in this new phase, I'm going through a transition, y'all. Obviously, I probably know I want to make at least one more. Let me just hush. Whatever happens, happens. It doesn't matter. Everything's gonna be done. Beat tapes, albums, EPs, singles. There's no right or wrong way. But I will not be making another 30 beat day challenge. I will not be doing another 30. That's history is done. That exists. I've made over 300 beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? We moving towards something new. But I had to finish what I started. So I can't seem to put a track together for the life of me. Guess I just gotta put in some time learning and failing. You do. Yeah. You gotta put the ball in the hoop. You need to be in the gym. We can tell the difference between someone that's been in the gym and who's not in the gym. You can tell the difference between someone that's been smoking and drinking all day and someone that's been in the gym all day. It's the same thing for music. If you ain't put that time in, I don't know what to say. It really takes time. And I also noticed this, I'll be hanging out with some people that they want to pick my brain, and it's fine, I'll share information, but what I've learned is that you cannot learn everything I know in one day, in one session. And then I'll come back around again and they'll pick my brain again, and it's just too much information. You have to sit down and take the time for you to absorb and learn what you need to know. You can't get a shortcut from Sarah. I can definitely give you information, but it literally is so crazy how much it takes to learn all these little things to be where I'm at. It's not just music, right? We can make music all day, but the whole behind the scenes thing, the business part, bookkeeping, taxes, paying yourself, all these things, right? And then all the other things. You have to spend time understanding those, even things like editing a video. I could sit here and tell someone, yeah, I used DaVinci Resolve. I hit this button and it edits the video for me. If they pulled up DaVinci, they're gonna be like, oh my God, what is this? And like, you have to actually watch a video and understand the layout and and the basics of editing and sound design and all that stuff. Like, I can't teach you that. You're gonna have to actually sit down and understand the workstation. I can easily show you a video, but if you're not actually spending time in it, you're gonna keep asking questions. There just has to be a time where you do master the manual videos, and then after that you don't need any of that, and you're breezing past stuff. A lot of people are in that phase where they buy something and they want the results. You have to spend time with everything. I met with somebody that wants to be on tour and singing, but didn't understand that touring, you have to pay for touring. Like, they were like, well, I thought that comes with record deals. Like, no, it doesn't. That's on record deal. That's on the recording part of your song. Touring is its own thing, right? So if you do want to tour, you're gonna have to start booking shows. You're gonna have to learn that whole thing. It's not gonna just come to you. No one's gonna hand you a 30 arena tour like that. You actually have to, someone has to book it for you, and you have to book out the seats and then hopefully sell out to pay back the venue, right? So you have to spend time understanding that, and also learning what other people have gone through. It takes time. You can't learn everything in one day, and give yourself grace. If you get a phone call or a call from the universe saying like, this is what you're supposed to do, then do it. Just take one day at a time, one book, one skill, and this time next year, just look at and see the improvement. But after like 10 years, that's really when you'll see, and other people will see it. And that's how I feel right now. I've been doing this for over 10 years, like every day, consistently. And now I'm starting to get recognized by my peers, people I look up to, brands. Like I said, you never know who's watching. But it starts to make sense after you've been in the court, putting that ball in the hoop for years. Like it's just like you're blindfolded and you get it every time. But if you're over there like, okay, I put the ball in. Oh no, I didn't get the ball in the hoop. You got some time, because you need to have that wrist flip, blindfolded every shot. And so, yeah. The Rickenbacker bass I didn't like. Maybe I have the one used. Honestly, it's not just the Rickenbacker bass. It's one specific one. I don't be using all of them, so I think you have to kind of browse through which one works for you. You can mess around with the tone, and also it's you're not just relying on the VST. You need to sound design it. You need to compress it, add saturation, other plugins like R-Bass. If you want to kind of design it the way you want it, because the Rickenbacker itself is not enough for me. I have to make sure I like boost it to make it sound really good. So yeah, just work on your mixing. It gets better over time. Like I said, that ball in the hoop. So late nights on sunsets. La Cienega. That's how it's La Cienega. I just like I just want to call it La Cienega. I know exactly one thing that I want to do is actually title one of the songs Tongva. And shout out to Tongva people, the indigenous people of LA. Shout outs to them. Shout outs to, the land, because we were not the first ones here. And I do love that LA does pay homage to the Tongva people, and like they preserved, like we have like a preservations over here of like of the creek, and no one can go over there. It's very beautiful though. Bologna. It's called Bologna something Creek. Yeah, buddy. We're getting somewhere, honey. Yeah, I think the Venice Canal. Ain't nobody going on no damn midnight hikes, boy. You coyotes, hold on. Coyotes, mountain lions, and men. That's what I'm gonna call one of the tracks. Coyotes, mountain lions, and men. Ladies, get your stick. Nobody going on no midnight hikes. Coyote. Coyote something. What should Coyote Happy Trails, the pure Elcock was Elcos. Street Blues. Oh, Elcos. Okay. Coyote, so I don't know. Either way, I'm gonna figure it out. The MPC Key 37 is on my list. I gotta get it. A major key, that would be perfect for you. I think you would love it. Yes. Yeah, I would recommend it. You know, don't rush it. You know, I think it's the summer to get an MPC. If you haven't gotten your MPC or upgraded, I think it's time. I think they've done a great job of making sure that these new MPCs are powerful. They're worth upgrading if you have an older one, or if you don't have one, it's worth investing. They have different prices now. Honestly, we got it good, y'all. Life is good. If you are a music producer, it is more affordable to produce a song. You can make a hit song on your phone. You don't need an expensive computer. You can buy something used. You can get Logic Pro, make a hit song with the stocks, and make it intellectual property. Honestly, something to not sleep on. So if you're listening to this and you have music that you've been sleeping on, release it. I think people think that that's the goal, is to release the music. And I'll share one last thing before I leave. I had went to Beverly Hills High School and talked to the music teacher, and he was kind of frustrated because he's like, some of these kids don't really care about this music program that we have. And I was just like, well, what's the goal of this class? Like, what's the why? And he's like, I kind of don't know. And I'm like, well, that's why. Like, if he also said, well, some kids will release it on Spotify and there's only 8 listeners, so what's the whole point of them releasing music? I'm like, well, it's because that's not the only thing that you to do. Just expecting for millions of people to listen to your music is really unrealistic. Your music has to live in a venue once it's released. It's for people to go discover it. So I had to explain to him that you have to explain to kids the why. Like, why are you even making music? Are you just doing it as a hobby? Because he did explain, I just want kids to have fun. And just make a loop. And that's cool, nothing wrong with that. But I explained to him, if you tell kids that they can make money from sync licensing or from licensing their own samples, I even explained that kids, if they get really good at just drum loops, they can have a section on their own website that says finish my song, and it's just stems. They can own the intellectual property and license it or make sample packs. They don't have to know how to make a whole song. If they are really good at percussion, they can make percussion kits. If they have great vocals, they can make acapellas and have a finish my song section on their website where they copyright their acapellas and then they license their acapellas. And then every time someone uses their acapella, a new copyright is created, and you get money from those PROs of publishing, distribution, all that stuff from just one skill. You don't have to know how everything, right? So I think it's important to make sure y'all understand the why you're doing it. We're not just releasing music just to say, oh, I released a song. Like, no, when I release this song, I'm releasing CDs so I can make money directly from the music I made. The music is all original, so I have it fully ready. I have the BPM, the stems. So if I'm gonna be looking for sync licensing libraries, if they need a hip hop song, I already have it done. They may want to license it for, I don't know, 6 months for a rate. I get paid, I don't know, let's say $10,000 to license this song to Amazon so they can use it for an Amazon Prime movie. That's the why. You have to have the music ready, y'all. So get it out. Get out your system. DJ Jazzy Jeff said, leave empty, die empty. Get it out, release it, don't hoard it, put it on that, keep it away from your hard drive. So hopefully this message encouraged you to cook up this weekend. I know a lot of people are gonna be at the park, that's cool. Some of y'all are gonna be at home, watching movies, doing absolutely nothing. And you probably have 10 songs just like I do, sitting on the MPC. Finish it. Release it on DistroKid. Follow the other steps. Get your money. And you never know. Because this is how I got discovered. I got discovered because I released a beat tape. Epidemic Sound and A&R found it. They emailed me. And I was working with them since 2018 until this year. Because I released a beat tape. And the publishing company that signed me, I didn't even announce that I left Epidemic. No one knew. They just was smart enough to be like, I sense something is going on. If I would have announced it, you know how many companies now are trying to it's because you just build momentum. So release the music, get it out if you I don't know how big my monitor is. It's just really big. A lot of people ask about it. It's an LG curved monitor. It's really big. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I'm gonna probably make a video on that. I'm gonna be doing a lot more tech stuff, a lot more tech drops. You guys are asking for it. A lot of people ask me about this screen. I just bought it at Best Buy. But I did do a video, and that's one of the things I have to do is go through my archive content and edit that and do a little explanation on what it is and where to get it. So that's coming soon. Hit the notification bell. Zach, I appreciate you encouraging me to do that. Yes. On that note, shout outs to Jazzy Jeff, DJ Jazzy Jeff. stating don't die with anything creative left inside. I'm gonna finish my beat tape and release this thing. And I'll be releasing it on some CDs, so hopefully you'll be able to support me, grab some CDs. It'll have a digital option as well, but it's gonna be limited. I'm not gonna be printing a bunch of them, so I'm just gonna use what I have. So stay tuned for that. We'll be back in 2 weeks. Until then, stay safe, have fun, create, release, learn, put the ball in the hoop, go to the gym, literally and musically. All right. Thank you so much, everybody, for all the music name suggestions. If you see your title, you're special. If you didn't, you're also special too. Don't take it personal if I don't use your idea. But I will sit with those ideas and I will love up on them. So thank you so much, everybody. Until a couple of weeks, I'll be back. Hit the notification bell so when I drop some new videos, you can be the first one. You be the first one. I want to see you say first. I love you. Bye.